today's second place finisher, Ryan Blaney, is 10 points above. Homestead has never been one of Blaney's best tracks, and he put together his best run at this track today. Now, Blaney has never made it past the round of 8, so Alex, do you consider Blaney's Homestead result a clutch performance after the disqualification scare last week? And do you think he's in a good position to make his first Championship 4 appearance?
I never imagined Ryan Blaney would be above the cut line this late. Like, we are in the last race of this round, and Ryan Blaney is above the cut line. Would not have predicted that at all. I thought he'd have a solid round, but I did not think he'd be above the cut line. So, yeah, absolutely. This was a crazy good performance. He had the best car after Larson was out, it looks like. But then I think once the daytime to nighttime transition started to go away a little bit, but still coming home was second. I mean, Ryan Blaney, man, he is a threat for this race, because if you go back to Phoenix last year, if he makes a championship 4, he is a legit threat for this championship. But can he get there? I would say he has a shot. He's been good at Martinsville before, but it's just like he hasn't gotten that win quite yet. And for him, when you look at the point standings, he is plus 10. I think Byron is pretty good unless something catastrophic happens to him. But for Blaney, plus 10, I think if he can just get some stage points and hope that none of the 4 below this, he might be okay. Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex behind him in that point standings. So it's going to be not an easy battle for Ryan Blaney, but like today, it would be not too surprising if he did make it. And honestly, he would be a strong threat. Like, I don't know if people and Christopher Bell is underlooked. I think Ryan Blaney is being very underlooked right now because he's been very consistent all year. I know he doesn't have the wins just like Bell, and it's just a lot of bad luck as well. Just great performance that Blaney needed going into these last 2 years of the season.
Well, I want to look at where Blaney's finished in points throughout his career. His rookie year, he was 20th with the Wood brothers and then came back his sophomore season and finished 9th and then moved to Team Penske, and it's been 10th, 7th, 9th, 7th, and 8th. So he's been very consistent, kind of a fringe round of 8 contender, if you will, somebody that you're not surprised if they get that far, but is always going to wind up being around 7th to 10th of the standings, kind of a middle-of-the-pack playoff contender. I think Blaney's shown with these clutch performances here these last couple of weeks, obviously getting the win at Talladega in the earlier round as well, that he's maybe taking that step forward. Maybe those comments from Kyle Petty were the motivation that he needed, talking about potential being unfulfilled. It looks like that potential is starting to be fulfilled this year. And again, I think we'll see if he can hang on. That margin that he has currently over the cut line is certainly something that can be gone as late as the second stage, or as early as the second stage in the race, I should say, if he can't get up there and maximize the stage points. But it certainly would not be a surprise to see him in the Championship 4, and then, with how he's run at Phoenix before as well, 6th in, 2020, 4th in 21, and then 2nd last year, obviously with his teammate winning a championship. He would certainly be a contender if he can make that Championship 4 at Phoenix in a couple of weeks.